Amanda Trottenberg with New Orleans City Business, and I'm here at Grow NOLA, the day-long marketing summit put on by Richard Mumby and his staff. And Richard gave a wonderful speech on customer branding and how you target the correct target the correct customer. So if you would just elaborate on what you spoke about earlier.
Sure. Well, thanks so much, and thanks for coming. What we think is fundamental for all companies is to base not just your marketing, but the business orientation from a customer perspective. It sounds simple, but we work with a wide range of companies, and even the most successful companies struggle with aligning all of their efforts and creating a consistent customer experience by not understanding who they're going after. It's especially important, though, for those companies that are looking to grow. And it's not just being able to coordinate across all of your different tactics to create a consistent experience, but it actually helps you control and prioritize how you spend your financial resources. So in terms of how to do it, which I think what you asked.
Not so easy.
Not so easy. There are two, for consumer-facing companies, there are a couple ways to do it. The primary thing is you want to get ahead of the consumer. And that's more than just looking at demographics of looking at certain income levels within certain geographies, but it's trying to understand who they are as people and what motivates their needs. So a good example of that would be when Walmart was a significant retailer, and still is obviously in the U.S. The target was wanting to move from being a regional player to a more national player. And they couldn't own the brand equity that Walmart did on price. And so they needed to find how they could extend into markets and have a distinct value proposition. So what they did was looking at and using psychographics as the primary driver of their research to understand who their most viable customer segments were. And when they did that, they understood who their primary target was. And that was a 35-year-old suburban woman, typically with 2 kids. But the psychographic part of it was that she was trying to provide a life that she couldn't afford. She loved pop culture. She really liked having things that her friends didn't have. And that informed not just their marketing and branding, which was bright colors and shirtless men and really punchy and very movement-oriented, but it also informed the products they sold, exclusive products, interesting products, and the customer service people. The whole user experience from beginning to end was determined based on their approach to customer segmentation.
And what I thought was so interesting that you brought up is in a company, you sort of think that the marketing department of a business knows the customer best, but really these companies don't realize that their customer service department, because they're on the phone all the time with these people.
It's so funny. At a number of companies with which we've worked, in order to do these different segmentation strategies and analyses, we need to get initial understanding of who they're addressing, who their customer is. And we whether we're using intuition to come up with the segmentations or we're doing a robust data-driven analysis, we need those insights. And so we bring in cross-functional departments, and it's oftentimes the customer service people that have really interesting stories, anecdotes, and windows into the lives of the customers.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate your time, and we look forward to hearing from you again the rest of the day.
Great. Thanks so much.